In PYP, before we start the unit, curriculum coordinators, teachers, and specialist teachers would usually gather for a meeting. And this meeting is a collaborative meeting to unpack the units, or we call it the unit of inquiry or the UOI. In my slide presentation, I will be showing you like a brief overview of the process on how to unpack a unit that we use in the arts program. And this is how we express ourselves. And I'm going to be unpacking this unit through the lens of the subject that I'm teaching, which is arts integration. To unpack the unit, it is important to understand PYP strands or PYP terminologies. In PYP, we don't call standards as standards, we call it strands. We call theme unit as unit of inquiry, and we have the lines of inquiry or the LOI, which is the one that's guiding us in achieving the learning outcomes. And in arts integration, unpacking the unit is a little bit tricky because it is an integrated subject. And at the same time, it is part of the arts program. So when I'm unpacking the unit of how we express ourselves through the lens of arts integration, I am looking at the standards from the arts program, visual art and performing arts. And I'm looking at the classroom program as well, or the classroom standard. This is the arts strands, the PYP art strands. It's concept driven and it supports the overall development of the student. So there are two strands, which is creating and responding. And because it is a concept-driven curriculum, we prioritize knowledge, understanding, and for arts, skills. We prioritize those three things. So this is the definition of the two strands. In this page, this is the standard for visual arts, and in the next page, the standard for performing arts. I have highlighted the strands that I will be using for this unit of inquiry, which is how we express ourselves. It is necessary to have the learning outcomes for both creating and responding strands because it's interlinked. So it's necessary to have both in your units of inquiry. So this is for performing arts. In this page, this is the unit of inquiry, and the unit of inquiry is how we express ourselves. In arts program, we are requested to have two units of inquiry. One is how we express ourselves, and the other one is who we are. And I'm unpacking the how we express ourselves inquiry for arts integration. This is the statement, the theme statement, and this theme statement is provided by the PYP. So all we have to do is to drive or take our central idea from this statement to create our own central idea. The central idea drives the unit. All the strands, engagements, lessons, assessments, and reporting, they're anchored to the central idea. The lines of inquiry at the bottom is our guide to make sure that we are providing the students the proper opportunity or the appropriate learning experience for this unit. Next one. Understanding the links between strands and the learning outcomes are both important because it offers the teachers goals and direction, because that's what we need. It's a little bit tricky to navigate the UOI without the learning outcomes. It tells us what to offer to the students and what kind of assessment to use and how to report it to the parents. In arts integration, I have linked the standards and the learning outcomes for visual art and performing arts. This is how it